Breaking news on BMV West Africa YouTube channel.
Republicans support Kamala Harris over Donald Trump. A look at the reasons. In a surprising shift in the political landscape, some Republicans are expressing support for Kamala Harris over Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential race. This comes after President Biden dropped out and endorsed his vice president. BuzzFeed collected nearly 600 responses from the GOP members of its community, sharing why they're breaking from party lines. 1. Rejecting MAGA. A former Republican voter, Purple Snail 73, shares that the shift away from a party that promotes small government, personal freedoms, and balanced budgets is a major reason for their support of Harris. The embrace of forced patriotism and isolationism by the GOP was a breaking point. 2. Moral concerns. A Navy veteran from Texas emphasizes their evangelical Christian faith and moral objections to Trump's leadership, pointing out the inconsistency between Trump's behavior and Christian teachings. Number 3, conservative moderates for reproductive rights. Lori 4D6629BB4, who identifies as a conservative moderate, supports Harris due to her stance on reproductive rights, despite not planning to vote for Biden. 4, disillusionment with extreme ideologies. Anonymous contributors reminisce about the days of Republican leaders like Mitt Romney and John McCain and express concern about Trump's mental state, criminal record, and divisive politics. 5. Fear of Trump. For some Republicans, the fear of what Trump represents is a powerful motivator. Charming Kid 887, a lifelong Republican, describes Trump as divisive and a barrier to finding shared solutions for national problems. 6. Fiscal responsibility. Anonymous participants criticize Trump's fiscal policies, which they argue favor the wealthy and contradict the core principles of conservatism, which include smaller government and less regulation. 7. Equality and inclusion. One anonymous Republican with mixed-race grandchildren supports Harris for promoting equality and condemning racism and hatred, stating the future of America depends on inclusivity. 8. Military and national security. For some, Trump's actions and words regarding the military and national security are deeply troubling, leading them to support candidates like Harris, who align more closely with traditional conservative values. 9. Educational policy. There is concern over Trump's stance on education and the Department of Education. One Republican views public education as the fabric of society and opposes dismantling it. 10. Accountability and personal responsibility. Raised in a Republican household, another voter cannot support Trump due to his lack of personal responsibility and accountability, critical attributes for any leader. 11. Global alliances. A focus on foreign policy, especially support for NATO and Ukraine, contrasts with Trump's perceived affinity for authoritarian leaders, causing some Republicans to reconsider their vote. These testimonials highlight a growing trend among some Republicans to prioritize ethical leadership and policy alignment over party loyalty, marking a significant moment in the current political discourse.